Hello class, welcome to a little video breaking down what we're doing for week 9 of the semester. This week we're really starting to focus on our research paper proper. That's the only real assignment that you have to do. This is the only assignment that we will focus on until about spring break. We're going to try and get it done before we all go on our much needed break. So we're starting the research project. Let's take a quick look at what we have in the week 9 folder. First, we have a little video breaking down parts 1 and 2 of the research project. For this week, to stay on task, you really should just focus on part 1 of the research project. Next week, we'll talk again about part 2 and have support for you to present and work on part 2. But for this week, right now, part 1. Here's a video in PowerPoint that just goes over some advice on how to write the summary for the research project. All right, this is just some extra help on how to write part 1 of the project. Next in the folder, we have two things. We'll take a look at those in just a second. So here is our research project assignment sheet. All right. Right now, we're focusing on part 1, which is the literature review section right here. All right. The key thing about this literature review section, this section asks you to summarize what is important about the research you have read and found. You will write about 2 sources. You will be asked to select one source from the materials in the Children of Men reading material on Blackboard and find one source of Children of Men on your own. Right, after reading and finding these 2 sources, you will write the following, one paragraph for each source that summarizes the main idea. So, real quick, where can you find the first group of essays you need to choose from? As always, go to our weekly materials section, go to our last week folder, week number 8. You scroll down, you will see Research Essays for Children of Men, Research Project. Again, we are in the week 8 folder. Click on that. Choose any of these 4 essays. You can pick any one, doesn't matter. Choose one from here. Okay, this is where your first essay will come from. The week 8 folder, one of these 4 essays. You will choose only one. So that is your first essay that you need to find. The next essay you need to find, I highly suggest you go to the Hostos Library website. Easiest way to find the Hostos Library website is to Google Hostos Library. So, a couple of things real quick here. All right. As you look for one essay on Children of Men, the film, using the Hostos Library, a few things to help you achieve that if you've never done so. One, always make sure if you're in a certain time period to use the chat function to have a librarian help you navigate the website and your search. The chat hours today are between 1 and 3 p.m. Next, always make sure you sign into your account. If you're doing this from home, you'll have to sign in with your CUNY First login. That's the one that is at login.cuny.edu. Once you sign into that, you then can click this button to start your research. All right, so as you start your research, always make sure you're using advanced search. All right, then we can do our search terms. Open this up, and it will pull up tons and tons of potential sources for your paper. Now, as you use the Hostos Library website, please remember, you are looking for a source on the film Children of Men. That's what you are looking for. If it's not a source about the film Children of Men that we watched, you cannot use it. So, if we go back to our week number 9 folder, this is where you're going to find 2 sources, right, to complete part 1. All right, as we said, the first source you will choose from the 4 sources available to you in the week 8 folder. Then you will go find and read another source that you find on your own using the Hostos Library website. Both sources will be on the film Children of Men. Once you have found 2 essays on the film Children of Men and you've read them, now you're able to start writing part 1 of the research paper, the literature review. What I'm asking you to do is to write 2 summaries. So here's the most efficient way to complete that. First, give me a draft of 1 summary that you've done. Doesn't matter which essay it is, whether it's from the one on Blackboard or the one you found. Find 1 essay, post it here. I will read it and give feedback on you Thursday or Friday. Right? Don't forget, when doing the discussion boards, to respond to the post of a classmate. This will also help you, as you'll be able to look at all the ways your classmates are writing their summaries. So once you've written a summary of 1 of the essays, then you go here, you write a summary of the second essay, post your 2 paragraphs, the summary on the essay you chose from Blackboard and the summary of the essay you found using the Hostos Library website. 2 summaries, 1 paragraph for each. Post them in this rough draft submission portal so that I can give you feedback over the weekend. That way, as we start next week, you will have a bunch of feedback on a draft of part 1 of the research paper. If you do that, you'll be in a really good place and on track to complete the research paper in an effective manner. So that's what we're working on for week 9 of the semester. Good luck, and I look forward to reading your writing.